Whenever you're ready, I'm going to have you remove your hair so we can do your checkup.
Okay, sure.
Shelly Beatty of Stylemakers Salon in Fort Worth is meeting with one of her hair loss clients.
That's one of the first things that people see is your hair.
The client wears a wig to conceal her bald spots. She's asked us to call her Jane, and she doesn't want to reveal her identity because her family doesn't even know.
It's devastating when you lose your hair. You don't. It's not something that you can hide.
With no warning, Jane's hair began falling out in clumps.
I visited several doctors and they did blood workups. They couldn't find out what was wrong.
She'd always worn her hair long, and when her hair began falling out, Jane knew she needed a solution.
I began to be very concerned that if I didn't do something about it, I was going to end up losing all of my hair.
It's something the body produces.
When clients come to Stylemakers, Beatty first analyzes their hair follicles.
What we're looking for is to make sure that they do not have a clogged and plugged hair follicle.
If the follicles are active and clear, the client will begin low-level laser treatments twice a week. It helps increase blood flow around the hair follicles.
The existing hair they currently have is going to start feeling thicker and fuller, and they're going to get more volume to the hair they already have.
Clients should begin seeing some results immediately.
The more hair you have to begin with, the less time you've been losing hair, the better results you'll get.
The process also works for men. Here are some before and after pictures of male clients. And here are Jane's pictures. Her hair follicles are showing more volume, and they're darker than when she started treatment.
I've had great results with this treatment, and I'm very committed to it.
I'm in my mid-50s. I saw some thinning in my hair that I wasn't able to really address, and saw this therapy that's given here at Stylemakers on the news. Came in, I did 10 treatments, and I'm very, very satisfied with the results, and I think they did a great job in managing the expectations and the results that one could expect. Shelly is very thorough in presenting the therapies that are available. She manages your expectations. She doesn't oversell it, doesn't undersell it. She tells you what you can expect, and doesn't overstate the results that one could expect. But it's right in line with what I expected to see, and she did a very good job. The staff is excellent. They accommodated all my times. I travel quite a bit, so I had to change a lot of my appointments, and that was never an issue here. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I went ahead after my laser treatments and invested in this laser brush, and I use it every other day, 5 to 7 minutes a day, and it continues to give the results I've seen after you use the initial 10 to 12 treatment therapy that's done here at Stylemakers. So I'm very happy in continuing on what was started about 5 months ago.
I do have a master's degree in nursing and have a strong medical background. And I also had hesitancy about proceeding with receiving laser hair therapy, but I am so glad that I did. Have had great results so far, and am very pleased that I went ahead with it. I've battled fine and thinning hair for many years, and then decided to receive laser hair therapy, and I'm very pleased with the results. After just a short period of time, my hair is fuller and thicker than it's ever been. I've come to Stylemakers for many, many, many years and trust the staff thoroughly. They're highly professional, and it was upon their recommendation that I received the laser hair therapy, and was very glad that I did. Following the treatment, the laser hair therapy program at home just becomes part of my regular routine. It doesn't seem to take any extra time and is really easy to use. I was also unsure about whether to proceed with it, but I would suggest that anyone in a similar situation consider contacting the staff at Stylemakers and getting additional information. I'm really glad that I did.
I noticed that I was having some hair loss, and I know what caused my problem. It was due to some medicine that I've been taking for probably 20 years, and it's a thyroid medication. And I am hypo and hyper. The doctors were having a hard time getting my medicine adjusted, and in the process, it started causing some hair loss. And I would say it started about 3 or 4 years ago, and I could tell at the top of my head and at the crown of my head that I was experiencing some of that. And it wasn't real noticeable, or if it was, people just never said anything because they were trying to be nice. But so I found Stylemakers online and decided to give them a call. So I started the laser in October, early part of October, and I have a handheld now, and I've gotten so good that I'm only coming every other month now. And it started out twice a week, and then it went to once a week, and then once a month with the big laser here at the shop, at the salon. And then I was given a handheld probably 4 or 5 months ago, and I'm doing that on my own, and everything's looking good. And if probably to just an average person, they wouldn't even know that I have any hair loss anymore, because it works. It just works. And I'm a customer who I do everything by the book, and I take my medicine. I do the topical treatments and the cleansing treatments, correct shampoo, correct conditioner, make all my appointments because it's very, very important, but it does work. I am the biggest skeptic in the world, but you get to a point that you've got to try something. And a lot of times topicals and just the pills by themselves don't work, and I really believe in a laser, because I've tried lots of products and nothing was seeming to work. But once I did the laser, that's the key. Before, it was horrible. It was horrible. I was wearing headbands. I had a lot of hair loss probably in the front, so if I could disguise it with a headband, you know, it wasn't as noticeable. But I hate headbands. I won't even put one on now. So that's what I did to disguise it. But once I did the laser and the treatments, I threw all my headbands away, and I don't need them anymore.
Well, my hair loss was large handfuls of hair all over my head. I am a registered nurse, so I talked to a rheumatologist and an endocrinologist about what is out there for hair loss treatment. They said there wasn't anything, so I went to the internet and looked up Stylemakers website. It said that they have free consultations. Scheduled a free consultation, came on in. Shelly, well, all the people here at Stylemakers are great and give great service, very patient, very, very good to the customers. During the consultation, she does a screening. She will not take you if she can't help you. If she can help you, she can tell you all the alternatives of different kind of treatments that you could start with. I chose a laser treatment, and immediately my hair loss stopped after the first treatment. Then after about 1 month of the laser plus the treatments, natural treatments, we started seeing all kinds of little hairs coming out all over. So we could see, you know, marked thickness in hair growth, just feeling healthier, thicker hair, which, you know, you're very pleased to see that kind of a response. The laser treatment consists of going into a room for 30 minutes with, it just looks like red lights. There's no heat, and it's all the way around your head. And what it's doing is healing the skin on your scalp. It's making the skin on your scalp healthier so that you can grow the hair. It's 30 minutes, and they'll schedule, I think, twice a week maximum. The only thing I had tried was I went to my hairdresser who cut my hair type thing and asked her what I could do about the hair loss. And they gave me a shampoo and for hair loss, and I think that actually made the hair loss worse. There's a chemical in the shampoos that breaks down the oil or the grease in your hair, and it actually weakens the hair shaft so that the hair will break off faster. So I think I was given one of those shampoos, and it made it break off faster. Shelly's very careful in explaining to you the procedures of what you need to do to stop the hair loss with all the products, and you have to follow the regimen pretty precisely to get good results.